Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's head on over and read the inspiration for the day or the night. Let's see what we got. There's two of them stuck together here. There we go. I got it. Now, let's see. Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life. Mary Oliver. Wow, I like that. I like that quote. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it in our jar that we have read already. Push them out of the way, and let's get into the craft for the day. Mold number 1. Mold number 2. Now, I do have to tell y'all, this is my Christmas and July creation. And I had it for Mini Scenes GB's collab. But my mother wasn't feeling well. I've been dealing with that on and off and going back and forth to the doctor and the hospital. So I didn't get in on it, but I'm still going to share it with you all. Now, I did find these little things in my craft room. I do not know what they are. I don't know the name of them. But I was sitting down one evening in my craft room, and I had them in my hand, and I was just thinking, what could I do with these? So, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them. We're going to use these angel molds, and then I have this mold right here, and I'm not sure if we're going to use this one or the other angel, but I know we're going to use the little smaller ones. Now, I'm going to get some gold leaf out here, and I have some resin here, 60 milliliters. And I'm going to put some of this gold leaf into my resin. I'm trying to get, I don't want to get big clumps of it in my cup, because when I do, I always end up getting way too much. So if I get one sheet of it, then I know I can judge it better, by how much I'm going to have in my cup when I start stirring it up. Because this stuff, it goes a long way. It really does. You don't need much of it at all. I remember when I first started using this stuff, I was just chunking a bunch of it in my cup. And I was like, Lord, this is way too much. But I have learned, not to use too much of it. So I'm going to go ahead and stir it up in my cup here. And I'm going to use this iridescent iris by Recollections in my other cup here. I put a little bit of resin in the cup, and I'm going to share a little bit of this resin with it because I want gold leaf in that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that mica powder up down there really good. And I like that color. That looks good. Now I'm going to set them to the side, and we're going to start with the letters here. I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in the molds. And then we're going to drop in some of this gold leaf and resin. Now I don't want too much in the molds. I'm not filling these up. I only want a little bit in there. And I'll tell you why when we get a little bit further. Okay, those have just a little bit in them, and I'm satisfied with how much I have in them. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this resin to my other cup that I put the iridescent iris into. And I'm going to go ahead and mix it up, and then we will put it in some of the angels over here. I'm going to use my heat gun and pop any of those surface bubbles in my letters over here before I move forward, because I may forget. And I'm going to spritz a little alcohol on them and move them out of the way. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spray a little alcohol in my angel mold here, and I'm going to put a little bit of resin in there, and then take my silicone tipped brush here and move that resin about in my mold, making sure I get it all around in there, and introduce my mold to the resin, and hopefully I won't get any bubbles. I'm going to use my heat gun and heat it up a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and top that angel off and set it to the side. Now, this one here, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but we're going to go ahead and put some resin in it because I may use it or I may not. I'm thinking more on the bigger angel over here to my right, but you never know. I may change my mind. When I get my whole creation together, you know, I don't know. I'll use one or the other. And at first I was thinking I'm only going to use one angel, and that's why I did the one up there. But I ended up going back and doing all 3 small angels. Now in this angel, I'm going to add the resin to the center part of the angel. And I'm going to use my silicone tip brush and move that resin around. Use my heat gun and pop any of the surface bubbles. Spritz a little alcohol and set it to the side. Now we're back and the center has cured. So now I'm going to go in with my gold. This is it's one of the chameleon powders, the Intense Chameleon Powders by Let's Resin. I'm using the Gold Intense Chameleon Powder by Let's Resin. And I'm just coloring in, brushing in the areas of the angel that I didn't put any resin into. And that's his little instrument that he's playing and his wings. And the little, it's like he has a little robe or something, some kind of little sash on. And I also brushed the chameleon powder in that too. Now I'm going to take my little Q-tip here and clean up that powder off of the center of the angel. And now I have some resin here. And I'm going to put in my Cast and Craft Opaque White. This cup has black in it previously, but it is cured and I reused the cup. So there's really no black in here. It's just from a previous use. So I'm stirring up that Cast and Craft White into my resin. I'll let it set for 5 minutes. Now I'm going to spray some alcohol in the mold and go ahead and top this mold off. Now I'm back, and I'm putting my glove on right quick. Guess I cut the camera on before I got that done. And I'm going to demold the letters. Now, do you see how thin I made it? It's just thick enough for what we're going to do with it. Now let's get our other letter out. See how thick I poured it? That's why I was showing it to you on the side. Does anybody know what this is going to spell yet? I'm sure you do. Okay, let's get our other letter. And I'm showing you again just how thick I poured it. Thick or how thin, whichever. I love these little letter molds here. They are just the right size. And there's our Y. And it turned out beautiful. We don't have any bubbles. And I'm always excited when I have no bubbles. Now it says joy. Okay, I done them twice, you guys. Now, for the little things that I found in my craft room, I don't know the name of these things. I'm telling you, I found them one day. I don't know where they came from. I have no idea. I was just, sitting one evening and picked them up in my hand. And I thought of this right here. So we're going to put that little piece in the center here of two of our letters. Right like that. And I'm going to need another one, it looks like, up top of the letter too. That way it'll make them more sturdy when we glue them. I bet y'all are thinking, what is she making now? Let's demold this little angel right here. And I'm not real too keen on the color of this angel. I don't like the look of the angel. Yeah, I don't like it. It just clashes with the gold. I should have done the angel in the gold in the intense chameleon powder that I done the bigger angel in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and glue this little piece here on the end of our J, right like that. And then I'm going to take another one of those little brackets, and I'm going to put it on the top of the J. And then I'm going to take our other J and lay it on the top of it and glue them together on the little brackets in the center. Right like that. And then I'm going to push that one to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and take my ruler and make sure that I have it lined up right on the top there. And now I'm going to push it to the side. Now we're going to take our O right here. And you see the little, you see what I'm doing now, don't you? I'm trying to make sure that it's going to fit on top of that, that candle. I'm trimming it up a little bit. I had a little bit of overspill there, and the scissors will do the trick. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue up here and down here, and a little bit here and a little bit here. Now we're going to take those little brackets and we're going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. And then I'm going to put a little bit more glue on there. And then we're going to glue this part to that part. Right like that. Now we're going to get the Y. And this one's going to be a little tricky. So we got to figure out how we're going to get those little bracket thingies on here. I know one's going to go at the bottom, but I'm going to have to figure out a place for the top. And I'm thinking maybe up here on the bigger part of the Y. Maybe we will do 3 of these on the Y. Let's see if that'll work. Yes, that's going to work. We're going to have to put 3 of them on the Y. So I'm going to get my glue here. Put a little dab of glue there and then stick the little bracket on it. And then I'm going to put some up here. And then some here. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the pieces. And then we will go ahead and drop the Y on there. And I'm going to take my ruler and make sure I have it lined up right. And push it to the side. Okay, now we're back and our letters have dried and it's time to dome them and give them that glossy pop. And this is going to be the part that will be facing you. So that's why I'm going to dome it. You know, I know the names of subscribers who comment daily. And when I don't see you, I start to worry about you. And there was someone that was missing in my comment section. And I reached out to her. And I'm thankful that I did because she's okay. Just going through something right now. But I think about you all when you're not in my comment section. And, you know, wondering if you're okay. I'd get so used to the regular names that are in my comment section. They're always there daily. And when I don't see y'all, I'm like, I wonder if they're okay. And I know each of y'all's names too. I may not know your first name, but I know the name of, you know, that's in my comment section. And some of you I do know by your first names. But if you're new here, my name's Tammy. And I'm so glad to have you here. And I love doming on my little lemon spinner here. I just like to turn it and just dome away. It's so much easier when you have something like this that spins and you're doming. It makes it so much easier. Or it does for me anyway. I know we're all different and we like to use different things. But I just love this thing. I try to keep it clean, you know, because if I got any resin on it, I don't think I'd get it off, you know, because it's glass. Okay, now, I went ahead and made a mold of those little bracket things. And we're going to take it out and see how it came out. And this piece is going to be in a giveaway. And the mold will be going with it. So you will also get this creation and you will get the mold made by me. If it turns out. I wouldn't want to give you a mold that doesn't work properly. I'm just trying to clean off some of that, the excess that flowed over the paper here that I used. Let's go ahead and take them out and see how it turned out. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at me go. Look at that mold, you guys. I have never made a mold that looks this good. Wow. I'm so proud of this mold. I might need to keep it. I'm just teasing. I'm going to put it in my giveaway. It turned out so good. And that's why it turned out so good. Because it was going in my giveaway. Okay, let's take a look at our angel here. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at that, you guys. Didn't it turn out so cute? We need to put some eyes on him. Yes, he is beautiful. Now let's see what this looks like. I may end up using the angel though, but that's beautiful. Look at that. And I'll be taking that part off if we use it. We won't need the keychain part of it. Now I made 2 angels. And I made another mold. Okay. I ran out of those little things. So we're going to use some of the ones that I just casted. So now we got to figure out how to get these little clamps on our angel here, because he's not as flat as the letters are. So he's a little bit wonky. And I'm really needing him to work on the bottom of his legs because he's going to have to go over that little candle. So I'm going to prop it up on these popsicle sticks here and kind of level him out. And it's really giving me fits. It's not wanting to work right. So it's going to take a little bit of playing with this piece here to get it just right, you guys. I'm trying to get him leveled out. So that I can get the little brackets glued on him. And I'm just putting some glue up here on his head where we're going to add another one of the little brackets. And let's go ahead and try to put the top of him on there. And try to ease away from it. Oh, I did it. Okay, we're back and he is dried. Look at that. It turned out just perfect. Okay, and I done the angels in gold. I redone those, and I like them a lot better. So let's go ahead and demold the other 2 that I saved to demold with you. And here they are. And don't y'all like this color a lot better than the first color I done? I think it looks a lot better. Because you're really going to be able to see those angels in the joy. We only need 3 of them, so I'm going to save that other one. Now I have here a bale, and I'm going to put that bale on the back. I tell you, I made sure I had the names for my hardware. Miss Gail will get me. She does jewelry, and she knows all the names to this hardware. Mama's Madhouse Creations. I'm just teasing, Miss Gail. I love it when you pop in and tell me the name of some of the hardware I use. It makes me remember next time. Sometimes. I just go in the store and I know what it looks like and I say, I need this and I need that. I never tried to learn the name of the hardware I'm using. I need to know it now though so I can tell you all. So, I'm trying to get better at that, Miss Gail. But I thank you so much when you tell me the names of some of the stuff I'm using. It does help me to remember it. Okay, now I went ahead and dropped some UV resin by Let's Resin on the back of that angel and used my lamp to adhere it to that angel because we're going to need that angel to hang. Now I have here an eye pin and I have a metal bead cap. And I'm going to take that eye pin and run it through the bead cap just like that. Now we're going to need the end of this to also be able to connect to our angel. So I'm going to see about how much I need. I'm going to put it in here and judge about how much I need. Then I'm going to trim off what I don't need. But first I'm going to bend it a little bit. Make a little curvature in it. And then I'm going to cut off what I don't need. And then I'll go ahead and take my little pliers here and roll that eye pin around. until I get a nice round place for me to connect the angel to hang from that. And there it is. So we're going to drop it down here. And then that bead cap will stop it from going completely through. And it also looks nice on the top. Now I have a jump ring and I ran it through there. And then we're going to run it through our eye pin that we made. And then close the jump ring up. And let's take a look at it. That is so cute. Okay. Now I'm going to get my Gorilla Glue again. And we are going to put our J on top of the little candle here. Now we need to put this angel on the J. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to his bottom and his foot. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit because I got a little bit too much on there. And then I want to put this angel right about here, like sitting on top of the J. Right like that. I'm going to straighten him up a bit. Uh-oh, he fell. Get back here, buddy. You're supposed to be right here. Now you need a little bit more glue on you. Okay, let's see if I can get this to work, y'all. I might have to prop it up against something. Okay, here's our next angel. And I want this angel to look like he's kind of perched up on top of the Y. You know, because this angel's hands are down like he's leaning on something. So I'm going to add some glue to his hands. See how his hands are down? And I'm going to put it right like that. But I want one of the hands out so you can see it. Like he's perched up there on the Y. I need to get him just right. I'm going to have to put something behind this one. Because it's not going to stay there until he dries. Let's try. Oh, now my other angel fell. Let's try to perch this one back up here. The angel we're not using. Okay. I got them on there, you guys. I didn't want you to sit there and wait on that and watch me do that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add some crystals for our eyes for our angels. But I have here a diamond crystal and a Swarovski crystal. There are two different kinds of crystals or diamonds. One looks like a diamond and one looks like a crystal. So I'm just putting one on each eye to see which one I like better. And I like the crystal better, not the diamond. So I'm going to scoot those out of the way. I have some glue in my measuring cup there that I keep dipping my skewer stick in. And I put a little bit of dot on their eye. And look at that. Isn't that cute? Now let's go ahead and get this one. And put this one some eyes on. And it looks so good with that gold, you know, that I used to color them with. The bling in their eyes just looks so good. It complements the angel very well. Now let's get the big angel over here. And I'm going to go with a little bit bigger crystal for him. You know, because he's a little bit bigger. I'm going to go with about that size up. Right there. Let me get them straight on here. And that looks cute. What do you guys think? Now we have this one in here to go. So let's put this one's eyes on. And that looks cute. Now, let's put one in his belly button too. He's got a little belly button here. Let's put a little crystal in there. That would be so much fun. Oh, that's precious. What do you guys think about that? I love it. I love it. Now, this one has a little belly button too, but the other ones, you can't see theirs, you know, because of the way that they are, the way that they're sitting. So we're going to add a little tiny crystal to this one's belly button. And there it is. Isn't that cute? It complements these angels so well. Well, here is our piece. It's all put together. Tell me what your thoughts are about this piece. It will be in one of my drawings. Y'all know what time it is. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I thank you to all of my subscribers. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. God bless you. Goodbye.